Good morning, citizens of Periculum. It's a gorgeous day in the world's greatest and largest underwater city with a high of 22 degrees Celsius and a low of 18, so you can keep your jackets in the closets, folks. A reminder to everyone that we're still getting some strange reports in from the perimeter, so travel to the surface is not advised, but still allowed. Reports like this come in all the time, so there really isn't any need to worry, it's simply precaution. No need to panic and no need to overstock your groceries, we'll all be fine. Everything should be cleared up by this weekend, which all you music lovers will know is Nautica Fest. Being held in Timor this year, Nautica Fest has all the best musical entertainment. If you want to get some more info and tickets, go to nauticafest2081.com or search at Nautica Fest on all the main social media platforms. Now for sports. The Periculum Kraken defeated the Periant Navy last night 6-4 and was a thrilling game from start to finish. Nolan Vikarson led his team to victory with 2 goals and 4 assists, earning himself the first star of the game. The second star was Periant's backup goaltender Stoffel Arctic, who came in to start the second period after his team has already allowed 5 goals. The third star of the game was Periculum forward Mac Torrey, who had 1 goal and 3 assists on the night. Last night's game between the Timor Torpedoes and the Coercere Silverfins had to be postponed due to arena damage. Reports say that it looked as if someone had taken a giant sword and slashed the side of the building, even breaching some pipes and wirework. Coercere authorities currently have no leads, but any developments made will be reported on as quickly as possible. Similarly, the Periculum Grand Prix has been set back by 2 months. The third Periculum Grand Prix was set to take place this weekend, but as a result of excessive damage to the track that needed extensive repair, it has traded spots with the surface city of Acapria. The damages were described as craters and divots that could have been made by a wrecking ball. Local authorities suspect the Underwater Independence Group, who may have wanted the Grand Prix cancelled in order to keep surface dwellers away from the underwater cities. Anyway, for any racing fans out there, the Acapria Grand Prix will take place this weekend, and the Periculum Grand Prix will have its spot in 2 months. As mentioned earlier, there have been some peculiar reports coming in from the perimeter of the city. For all those curious folks out there, here's what those reports read. At the perimeter of Periculum, there have been some unusual noises picked up by numerous sound devices, some of which are outside of frequencies that humans can hear. Furthermore, sonar machines are picking up what appear to be moving objects which vary drastically from one another in size. An exploration team is set to go out in the coming days. Most of the activity has been noted on the northern and eastern borders, but there has also been some activity on the southwestern side. We have yet to determine if there is any relation. Like I said, there's no need to panic. Until the exploration team makes any determinations about possible dangers or cautions, we should all keep going with business as usual. Now on to politics. The campaigning for the governor of the Labrador Sea is set to start on Monday. Current Governor Louis Darneau is fighting for his 3rd consecutive term. Former Governor Lance Victoret is running for the first time since his previous term ended 8 years ago. The final Big 3 leader running this year is Juliana Ehrhoff. Darneau has announced his first stop will be in Timor, Victoret will start right here in Periculum, and Ehrhoff will make her start in Coercere. Darneau has made quite a good name for himself over the past 8 years, and early predictions suggest he'll cruise into another 4 years as governor of the Labrador Sea. However, having Victoret's familiar face in the mix might throw a wrench into his plans. Ehrhoff is the former mayor of Pré de l'Or and was very good during that time. She says she's hoping to bring the same effect to the entire Labrador Sea so that all cities may flourish. Don't miss any of the candidates' speeches or addresses during this campaign. They'll all be put on periculumnews@9.com along with any plans and platforms that the candidates put out. In other news, automotive company Hull has released a line of new vehicles that run entirely on hydroelectric power. Company owner Derek Hull was quoted saying, "There's water all around us, water we can't drink and isn't great to swim in, so why not try to power a car with it? We've been developing this idea for years and it's wonderful to finally see it come to life." There are a large group of people concerned that if too many of these hydro vehicles get onto the road, the water around us will drain. Hull assures that any of the water spent fueling the vehicles will go into the city's filters and back into the sea, as with any sort of steam. The Hull Motor Company reminds the public that they have always been as eco-friendly as they can, and they don't intend to change that. The new line of hydro vehicles contains 2 sedans and an SUV, as well as a sport vehicle being developed and set to release within a year. The vehicles are priced no differently than any of Hull's other vehicles, and they are no harder to find at any of the dealerships. Periculum Hull dealerships can be found at 186 Anchor Street North and 77 Holt Road. For more information on the Hull Motor Company, go to hullmotorvehicles.com. That's all for today, folks. Thank you for listening to the Periculum News at 9. Listen tomorrow for all the leading stories and news, and enjoy the rest of your day.